It is with great pleasure that I join the Sydney Southeast Asia Center of the University of Sydney in celebration of the 75 years of diplomatic relations between the Philippines and Australia. Our two countries established formal diplomatic relations with the declaration of an independent Philippine Republic on 4 July 1946. Our partnership is grounded in the shared values of democracy, respect for human rights, and adherence to the rule of law. These deeply rooted values serve as the foundation for our aspiration to elevate our relationship to a strategic partnership in the near future. As neighbors, we have long understood that our security is bound to each other. In 1944, Australia sent over 4,000 defense personnel to the Philippines to support our liberation, recognizing that invasion of the Philippines would have been one step towards an attack on Australia itself. Today, next to our treaty ally, the United States, Australia is the Philippines' second largest partner in defense and security cooperation and one of only two status of Visiting Forces Agreement partners of the Philippines. Together, we have expanded defense and security cooperation responsive to the rapidly changing and complex regional environment. As maritime nations, our economic links had its humble beginnings in the trade of raw commodities between the ports of Manila and Sydney in the 1800s. Today, we have deepened our cooperation on maritime security with the shared outlook that the future of the region and the prosperity of our peoples will rely heavily on a rules-based regime that governs our oceans, and together we uphold the principles enshrined in international law. As long-standing friends, our people-to-people linkages began as early as the 1860s when the first Filipinos arrived as pearl divers in Broome. Their lasting contributions to the places where they first settled would become a tradition that continues with the next waves of Filipino migrants. Today, there are more than 300,000 Filipinos who comprise the fifth largest migrant community in Australia. This friendship is nurtured by institutions such as the Sydney Southeast Asia Center, supporting academic research and collaboration on shared interests. Our history tells us that we are successful when we stand together. There is so much goodwill between our two countries accumulated in the last 75 years. As we move towards recovery from the health pandemic, let us work together to ensure that in the next 75 years, this relationship will continue to contribute to peace, progress, and prosperity in our region. Mabuhay!